The news in Major League Baseball earlier this week, the Oakland A's and the stadium dispute, which has been ongoing. We had some public comments come out that with their lease up in 2024, the A's could be on the move if the city doesn't move on a new stadium in a specific location that the team is looking for. If they're on the move, Vegas, Portland, and Nashville are the three destinations that have been put out there through the media, and Chad, our next guest, is heading up one of those destinations.
Yeah, John Lohr is the managing director of Music City Baseball, and he is on the line with us right now. And John, you are not currently in Nashville. Can you let us know what you're doing and what you're touring today?
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be live, guys, on Zoom. I'm actually touring the Texas Rangers' new facility and touring Texas Live.
And your thoughts on this new facility, which on TV looks fabulous?
You know, I mean, it's more impressive as you get inside this facility and looking how the the live concept connects to the actual ballpark. And really what's impressive is all the, it's a destination facility, but really all the uses that they have outside of the 81 games for baseball. They're actually hosting all the graduations inside, covered, conditioned, and used year-round. It's impressive.
John Lohr with us on OutKick 360. John, we wanted to have you on with the news of the week with the Oakland A's, which I'm guessing is no surprise to you. The A's and the Rays have been mentioned as teams that could be on the move for years now, as well as Major League Baseball expansion. So when you saw the news come out publicly earlier this week, as someone who is invested in bringing Major League Baseball to Nashville, what do you think?
Well, I wasn't surprised. I mean, that conversation's been going on. It's been over 10 years, probably 15 years, about, no expansion until the A's and the Tampa Bay Rays sort of get their facilities issues resolved. So it didn't surprise me. And like I told Mike Organ from the Tennessean when we had chatted, it was, I think it's a good step. I think it's important for Major League Baseball to expand. And, my opinion is I think they should expand. I think it's an opportunity to either have Oakland, participate in a solution, or that, that team travels. I mean, and where they travel, I think it's a West Coast. I can't imagine that team coming to this time zone because it just doesn't make sense. And I think that same conversation, whether it's this year, next year, or the following year, I think is going to be happening with the Tampa Bay Rays as well.
Are we wasting our time to discuss the possibility of the A's moving to Nashville?
I'm not spending any time on it. If that's an indicator, I mean, when it comes out, it's like I was telling somebody that I was touring with today. It just adds about 20 to 30 hours of additional work. I don't really, I don't. You'd have to check with the commissioner's office and get a comment from there. But again, my opinion, which is, for what it's worth, is that that team stays on the West Coast somewhere.
So if it was the Tampa Bay Rays in the news this week, would you be spending time on that possible move?
Yeah, because I think, our job here for Music City Baseball, and the reason I looked at this market after looking at 8 markets in the U.S. and 2 international markets, Nashville makes sense. And I think I heard you guys on the radio earlier talking about Vegas and Nashville. I've looked at all those markets, and, it's really the tourism is the driver. You would ask, what would how would that impact? Can you imagine? It's the tourism impact that you guys were talking about for the Titans. I think that's the conversation you were having about the Eagles. It's really about putting bodies in the seats. I mean, if the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Giants, or the Dodgers, or the Rangers are in town in Nashville midweek or on the weekend for 3 days, it's about putting people within the ballpark district and the entertainment district, the development district around it, and really what that does for the community, for the city of Nashville, potentially Williamson County. What impact does that have, on filling up hotels, the impact on restaurants, and just the impact on the sales tax revenue that's generated from that. We've done a tremendous amount of work on the feasibility and economic analysis of the market, and I can tell you the market works. It's a market that Major League Baseball should be in.